True character is revealed not by how many friends you have during the harvest, but by who remains standing beside you when the fields are barren and the winter is long. Or we often mistake sugar for salt because they look the same. In the same way, we must learn to distinguish between those who flatter us and those who truly wish us well. Your shadow is the only companion that stays through the light, but even it departs when the sun goes down, teaching us that ultimate strength must come from within. Yet, so do not let a single difficult paragraph convince you that the entire book is a tragedy. And bad habits are like a bed of silk that is effortless to slide into. But once the cold sets in, you realize how difficult it is to tear yourself away from the warmth of comfort. And silence is a protective wall for your joy. When you find something that makes your soul vibrate, keep it hidden from the world until it is strong enough to survive their opinions. Attempt to gather a harvest from a field you never bothered to plow or seed. You will find yourself hungry despite how much you believe you deserve to eat. Letting go of the wrong people is not an act of cruelty, but an act of self-preservation that clears the path for the individuals meant to walk beside you. If you do not take the reins of your own mind, you are essentially inviting a stranger to drive your life toward a destination you never chose for yourself. Our stumbling is the only evidence that you are actually moving. Those who never fall are simply standing still and calling it safety while the world passes them by. The pain you feel today is the forge that tempers your spirit, turning the soft iron of your youth into the unbreakable steel required for your future battles. Working a job will fill your pockets and provide a roof, but working on your soul will build a kingdom that no economic downturn can ever take away from you. And never let the fact that someone else cannot see your value lower the price you set for yourself. A diamond remains precious even if a blind man calls it a pebble. If you are treated as a secondary option, you must have the courage to treat that person as a closed chapter and move forward without looking back. Memories are the only currency that retains its value as you age, so invest more in the moments that take your breath away than the objects that take up space. Do not spend your energy mourning the few who walked away when there is a crowd of people waiting for you to realize how much they truly love you. Using the safe path is often the most reckless decision you can make, as it guarantees a life of what-ifs instead of a life of meaningful conquests. There is a sacred dignity in the struggle of the climb. Never feel embarrassed by the sweat on your brow when you are moving to a dange of summit others are too afraid to seek. And rowing with all your might will never save you if your boat is pointed toward the rocks. Effort is only valuable when it is guided by a clear and correct direction. Your physical body is the only vessel you are given for this journey. Treat it like a temple of health, for without it all the gold in the world is useless. You are not paid for the minutes that tick by on the clock, but for the unequal perspective and transformative value you bring to those moments while you are present. Have become so obsessed with the architectural project of your own life that you lack the interest or the time to notice the cracks in the houses of others. And guard your inner monologue when you are in solitude and your tongue when you are in a crowd, for both have the power to create or destroy your reality. And your mind can be a loyal servant or a tyrannical master. The quality of your life depends entirely on which one you choose to train every morning. And when someone proves they do not deserve a seat at your table, do not waste breath explaining why. Simply remove the chair and continue your meal in peace. The distance between where you are and where you want to be should not be a source of despair, but the very fire that drives you to keep walking. If this cabin is the bridge between the person you are today and the hero you intend to become, it requires trading temporary pleasure for permanent greatness. Stop giving away the blueprint of your soul to everyone you meet. Most people are just curious onlookers, and some are waiting to see where you are vulnerable. Equiliating to prepare for the storms of life is the same as welcoming the flood. The wise man builds his levee while the skies are still clear and blue. Corking without a foundation of thought is like throwing stones into the dark. You are likely to hit something you never intended to hurt, including yourself. Do not be afraid to step off the paved road and into the brush. The most rewarding destinations are rarely found on the maps that everyone else is following.